What's going on, guys? This is TVW slash TheVoltWithin here, and it's definitely finally here. I know I haven't made a video in 5 months, and I'm done making excuses for myself, and I'm just gonna make a video whenever I want. But also to let you guys know that I do still enjoy making these videos. I've been everywhere, man. Not everywhere, but that sounds kind of cliche. But I finally brought you guys some Soul Calibur 6 content and gameplay for you guys, because I'm kind of late on the Soul Calibur 6 train, because the game's been out for about 3 months already, and I still haven't made you guys a video about the game. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the game, just a little bit, as well as talking to you guys about what's going on with me, because I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that like just leave and not like tell their subscribers or, you know, their viewers, not giving them any kind of closure, I guess, as far as where they've gone. And you know, sometimes that's their choice, you know, but at the same time I do appreciate people who gives their viewers some reassurance as far as where they're at, if not an idea of where they are. So with me, I've been kind of going through, like I said, been going through a very transitional period in my life, and I've kind of said this in the previous video before, but it was definitely one of those things where I just didn't want to do YouTube because, one, of the whole YouTube thing of me not getting paid. Now again, I don't get paid a lot from doing these things. It's just the ability to get paid for doing videos, gaming videos specifically. It was a nice bonus incentive in a way, you know? But at the same time, when I started this, I was never doing it for the money at all. And I still stay true to that statement I've said a long time ago, probably in a very old Oblivion video way back when I was like, when I just got partnered with Necessary Gaming. Do you guys remember that network I was with? A lot of my old subscribers will probably remember those days, but man, that's crazy to think back. But you know, I was like, you know what? I still love video games. You know, video games will always be something I like to do on the side, and music's also this thing I want to do on the side as well. And with this year being a new year, and you know, I'm not really into like the whole New Year's resolution kind of thing, because my New Year's resolution has always been something that I think about every day. You know, it's not be better once every first day of January, it's be better every day as the way I see things. And I've always kind of strived to grow no matter what it is I'm doing, whether that be my passion, my relationships, family, and job-wise, or anything you do in that nature. And if you're doing something you enjoy, you know, always keep pushing forward for what you want to do. You know, don't stay the same. You know, I have an old saying, and a lot of people disagree with it, but I have a saying is, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And a lot of people disagree with that, but that's just kind of the way how I look at things. But you know what? I was doing lots of thinking, and I've really kind of came to an idea as well as a goal I want to set for myself. And the goal was to be in a rock and roll band and play shows and record albums, as well as, you know, doing sound design. And I've always wanted to do sound, and I kind of told you guys I wanted to be, you know, being an audio independent producer is something I am wanting to do, but at the same time, that's not something I want to do as a job. You know, that's only to be something to serve as a skill to be better in my craft, which is music. So that way I don't have to deal with, you know, labels and pretty much everything in the main side of the music industry, because it's changed so much. But since I've also wanted to do music, I was kind of thinking about, you know, how about I get into the video game sound design stuff? Because, you know, they both go hand in hand, and they're both stuff that I enjoy doing. they're both sound. I do have the basics of understanding of audio as far as levels, mixing. I mean, I could still get better at mixing, and I plan on volunteering at a studio at some point this month or next month and getting experience into that, as well as talking to people who are in the industry and just kind of gaining that experience and building a reel for myself and just really showing people like I've got experience with this. And because I got a life to think about, as cliche as that sounds, a lot of my friends who graduate from college are still figuring it out. I am still in a way kind of figuring it out. But as of last year, when you live by yourself or you live in different apartments, I moved to like, I don't know how many apartments last year, probably like 5 times. I was going back and forth, and I was kind of frustrated in a way because it almost felt like I wasn't settled. But I know I'm not going to settle until I get to that point of my life. And in a way, it was almost kind of like, this is just what you're going through, and I was trusting that. Things are going to be better, and they are. Things are definitely getting better. I got a job now. Right now, it's a temporary job. I work at Chick-fil-A in my town, and I've been working there for probably 2 months now. I'm still kind of new to the company, but at the same time, they've been treating me well, and the pay is good. I get good hours for being part-time. I do eventually want to work my way up for full-time, but at the same time, I want to kind of think about that first before I become full-time. Because if I am volunteering at a studio, I want to squeeze time for that, as well as squeezing time for my music and jamming with my band. So that's kind of why I haven't made the decision yet to become full-time. So that's kind of where I'm at, and still doing more research with, the video game sound design stuff, because I don't know if you guys know, but in my college, I was technically a film major, but I didn't really see myself as a film major. I kind of just did the audio side of things because I do enjoy audio, and sound has always been something of my niche because, a lot of people don't focus on audio on film. It's kind of one of those things where you can have great picture and great, colorization, color grading, and visuals, lighting, and cinematography, all that kind of stuff, But if your audio is not that great, then what's the point of watching it? And I believe it goes hand in hand with YouTube as well, because you can have a great video, like a 4K video playing, but the audio is like all distorted, it's all too low, or it's just too fizzy, then it's not watchable. It's like I'd rather watch a 480p video with great audio than a 4K video with horrible audio. It's just one of those things. And so that's kind of where I'm concentrating my life right now, because I do eventually want to make a life for myself, as a lot of you guys should. You should never settle somewhere. That's my tip for you guys. Like, you always want to get better, always grow, because that's really important, because the problem with a lot of people is they settle, they get comfortable, and they kind of just go through the motions, And I don't know where Chick-fil-A is going to take me. I don't, but it's also a job I don't see myself being for like the rest of my life. And that's kind of why I did a lot of thinking. And, like video game sound designers make some pretty decent money. And I'm not going into numbers, but, I'm not one of those kind of people that, I want to make this amount of money to be happy. Because that's not really, money doesn't buy happiness. That's also a cliche, but it's true. But at the same time, I want to be able to live comfortably, and not struggling with paying my bills, paying my rent, or doing car payments, paying for gas, all those kind of things that you got to worry about after college. So yeah, like, I'm learning a lot of stuff right now and dealing with people. I've dealt with a lot of crazy people this past year, and I thought I dealt with a lot of crazy people in college, but like, obviously when you graduate from college, you really get a good taste of the real world. And I've been really going through so much as far as dealing with people. And it's not just people, but it seems like I'm having more problems with adults, like older adults than me. Like, I've been getting into it with like older people who are just nasty, and people who are nasty at work, you know, people I meet just in general, and where I live, just all over the place. And it's so crazy because it's like, wow, people older than me are just horrible, you know? And, you know, I've dealt with people in college, you know, you always get those guys, and students, kids you deal with, and can't believe I said kids in college, but that's usually how they act. And to me, it's kind of messed up, but it's kind of true. Anyways, so yeah, man, like, I kind of just wanted to use this video as, like, I'm still here, and I do plan on bringing you guys some more content, you know. And like I told you guys, I've always done this in the beginning without making money, and I'm like, why shouldn't that stop me, you know? I think at the time I was frustrated because YouTube has been pulling a lot of crap that I've been like fed up with. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of let that get to me, because, you know, when you're passionate about something and like something like that happens, then you get discouraged, you know, and you end up not pushing forward because you don't adapt to the change. So what I'm doing is I'm adapting to the change, and I'm going to make the best of it. And whether that be my YouTube channel, my video game sound design career, eventually I'll be heading towards, and my music career, like, I don't care, you know. I'm going to try my best and do everything I can to make you guys enjoy the stuff I upload. You know, I'm getting back into Elder Scrolls Online. I just actually did Veteran Dragon Star Arena for the first time. I know it's sad that I've never done it yet, how long it's been out. I've only beaten it on normal like 10 times because it's so easier. But I finally beat it for the first time, and shoutouts to my clan / guild, like and subscribe. Like, they helped me out, and I wasn't under level, but I was like a few champion points under level. You're supposed to be like at least 500 plus to have decent DPS. I did when I was like 492, and we somehow managed, you know, granted, we did have like a better DPS and a great tank. Shoutouts to my tank, and my healer was amazing. Just people who knew the mechanics, and, you know, the only people who really died were me and really the other DPS, but that's usually what happens because we're squishy. But yeah, we did it within like it was not the best time, you know, but at the same time, there's like a few drama stuff that my tank was dealing with and personally back home, which was unfortunate. I'm sorry, man. No, it's not my problem, but at the same time, thanks for championing it out and getting me through the dungeon, because I was able to get the Master Bow for my first time, and I was really happy because I stayed up pretty late doing it, and it's all worth it once you get the stuff you want. So I'm really happy I got the Master Bow. So yeah, I'll be doing some more videos of Elder Scrolls Online, some Soul Calibur 6 stuff, and I haven't really played Gears in a while, but I do plan on doing casual matches with that because I still enjoy that game. But, you know, I've been working, I've been doing my music stuff, so I've been really busy, you know, and these past 5 months were kind of a testament of how much time I've been busy with. But now I'm not really gonna make an excuse. It's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna upload a video when I can, if I can. I'm not gonna really make a schedule for myself. And to all you guys who have been sticking around for all this time, I want to say thank you for sticking around, because, you know, if you really like someone, you stick around and hopefully they make another video. And that's why I'm making this video right now, because I believe you guys deserve to be updated with stuff, because I don't like leaving you guys hanging. And again, apologize for the late upload and the late Soul Calibur 6 content. And look at this comeback. I'm behind, I'm playing against a Maxi, and I soul charge, he soul charges, I'm scared, I'm backing up. But you know what? We like comebacks. And what happens with comebacks? He doesn't punish my critical edge, and I come back and destroy a Maxi he is. I still hate Maxi in this game, and I'm really glad I beat this Maxi, because I've never really won against a Maxi yet until now. Woo! Alright. See you guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next video.